Good afternoon, guys. It's Drew Harris from the Tucson Indian Center here, and today what we're going to show you in today's video is how to harvest and mill and cook mesquite beans. Okay, so with that being said, the first thing that you're going to need are the tools. So some of the things that you're going to probably want and need is a rake, maybe a shovel, maybe some gloves. You'll need a tarp. Depending on where you're gonna go pick, as I'll explain later, if you're familiar with the ground beneath the tree that you're gonna pick from, you may or may not need that. You'll need like a screen. If there's a lot of dirt, if you're picking a lot from the ground, you're definitely gonna need a screen, and it's just helpful in the end. So to begin, the first thing that you're gonna want to do when you go out and harvest is, of course, you're going to have to identify a mesquite bean tree. Now, one of the key characteristics is the barky trunk, okay, and of course the leaves of the mesquite bean tree. So as you can see here, it's almost spine-like, very lush and green during this time. It's midsummer, June, July months. And then, of course, you're going to look at the mesquite beans themselves, the pods. Now, there are two types. This is the velvet mesquite bean, and there's also a spiral one, which I can't remember the name, but I'll put it on the video for you guys. Those are also common in this area. What you're going to look for first is the color. Now, you want to make sure that your mesquite bean is like a nice golden tan. That's when you know it's ripe, okay? The other thing you're going to kind of look for when you're out picking is actually the taste. So every tree actually is going to produce a different tasting kind of bean. So depending on what taste you're going for, you know, maybe shop around and just go around and taste a few from different trees. But you're going to buy it like that, kind of gnaw on it, and you're looking for a nice sweet taste. My mom used to eat these as like a dessert or a treat back in the day, so they are very sweet even before you get to the flower stage. Okay, so these are pretty good. You want to avoid, make sure you want to avoid the greenish pods because they're not ready yet. You also want to avoid any black coloring. I couldn't find any for examples for you guys, but typically the pods that fall on the ground, if there's moisture or if it rains heavily, you're gonna get like a black mold on it. And so you wanna stay away from those because they're not good for you. But it is okay, you know, they say to stay away from picking any off the ground, but it is okay if you know the area or the ground to where you're picking. Okay, so the pods could pick up pesticides. They could, you know, there could be poop on the ground from different animals. You don't know, so it's always safe to just know the ground you're picking from, and also try your best to pick from the tree itself. Okay, so saying that, if you're gonna pick from the tree, you're just gonna act just like a bear, right? There's going to be some pods up there. You just want to shake it down, and this is where the tarp comes in, because depending on how many are up in the tree, you want to lay down your tarp so they don't fall on the ground directly, and you just want to shake. And as you can see there, a few are falling on the ground there. So that's basically it. You're going to pick them up, maybe sort through them with your little screen there. We do have some that we raked up on the ground, so we're gonna pick those up, put them in the screen, and just kind of sort them out. Make sure they don't have too many bug holes in there, no black spots. See, that's a pretty good one. And of course, just the taste again. You don't have to try them all, but you do want to make sure they're nice and tan and golden. Okay, so the next video we're going to show you how to mill it and turn it into a flour.